Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do an upcycling video, and I have three pieces of clothing that I think we're going to use for this. One is like a lemon yellow short sleeve sweater, and the next one is a guy's shirt, and it's got some of the yellow stripes in it, so I thought it would kind of maybe look good with that. But I wanted to get a third shirt because I wanted some length. This isn't going to give me what I want for that. So I'm bringing in this striped shirt. Has a lot of length on the bottom. So hopefully with these three items, we can create something fun and funky. We're going to take, let's see what I want to take first. I want to take our sweater, and I think I'm going to cut this off right here. I think I'm going to actually follow this line in the sweater right here and take this off, both sides, the sleeves, and then sew these sleeves on so that I can utilize what I want from this shirt. So I think that's what we're going to do first. So at this point, I have to start a voiceover. I guess I'm just no good with technical issues. My microphone battery died, and I didn't realize it. Didn't realize it till the end of every video because I don't take and check each video clip like I should. So I don't know, guys. Maybe the universe is telling me I shouldn't be doing these videos. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just showing you here how I'm cutting up. I'm going to take these side sleeves off. I went up the first layer on the front just to be sure to stay straight. I am following the line in the sweater, which makes it a lot easier, but I still wanted to make sure that I didn't get off kilter, and so I just did one layer at a time. Normally I don't do that. I just chop through both layers, but because this sweater has distinct lines in it, made it easy to follow, and it kept it nice and straight. So that's all we're doing here. It's really basically, you've seen this before. I do this a lot. I find it's easy, it's fun, and it gives you the opportunity to add different sleeves without having to, you know, deal with trying to match up sleeve sizes and things. This just actually gives you the opportunity to just cut off the old and sew on a new piece of from the other shirt that you're going to use. So here I am just finishing up cutting that second sleeve off. I've got the first layer done. We're going to go back and do the back now. So we're just straightening this up. I'm going to fold this up out of the way in a second. This is really difficult to do a voiceover with an upcycling video. I'm just smoothing things out, and then I realize I'm going to just go ahead and cut that tag off in the back because I don't need it. It looks stupid, and I'm just saying that on here. I'm like, I'm taking this tag off. I don't care who made this sweater. We're just folding this up now, getting it out of the way. Gonna grab my plaid men's shirt with all the coordinating colors in it, and I'm gonna just snap it up here so that it keeps the shirt straight. If you're going to try to cut something, if you can, remember to either button or snap the front. It keeps the pieces in a, straight and together. So that's all I'm doing here is I'm buttoning this front up. Now I'm going to straighten it out as far as getting the front piece aligned with the back piece. Everything is together, and then I'm going to make a decision as far as where I want to take the sleeves off. Sorry, my head is in the way. I just really don't have a great setup for these upcycling videos. I'm not sure how the other people do such a great job. I am not them, but I do try. So I'm taking my ruler and just kind of eyeballing. I'm going to go to the other side of that pocket. I might have taken more of this shirt but I really didn't want to mess with that pocket, it's just cutting into it and stuff. So I decided to go ahead and just cut that right on the outside of that pocket. So it just takes, I don't know, it doesn't take very much of the shirt, but that's the way it goes with this one. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do the other one. Now we're just showing you how it's going to look. Putting the plaid shirt pieces next to the sweater piece that we have. And I don't know what I'm saying to you right here, but oh, I know. I'm telling you right now that I'm going to take this yellow sweater piece, hang it over the mannequin, and then take a shirt sleeve side, and I'm going to go match it up the best I can and pin it on while it's on the mannequin. And then I'll be taking the whole piece over to the machine and stitching it on, going up and around both sides. And I usually do that zigzag, which that's what I ended up doing. So that's basically what I'm probably telling you here is that I'm going to take that and zigzag up and do the other side. And then when I'm done with the other side, I will come back. All right, I am now back from the machine. I've sewed both sides onto the sweater, and now we're pulling in the third shirt. This is a um, linen cotton shirt. It's a very long shirt. So what I want to do is take the bottom part off, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to do that right there. I'm going to take that button off, and I'm going to go and cut about an inch above that little addition on that shirt. So I'll have those flaps kind of like that you see on the bottom of that blue striped shirt. I'm going to be adding those to the bottom of our new shirt and sweater. So they're quite long, so I'm kind of showing you where I'm going to go. I have to make a decision now. I need to cut the shirt that we just created. I need to cut off a part of it on the bottom. The blue and white shirt um, adds quite a bit of length, and I don't really want that much length. I'm not trying to make a dress here, actually just like a tunic. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to show you that I'm going to cut this piece. You can see how it's kind of a scallop bottom, which I love. I love those kind of shirts. So I'm just going to cut up about an inch or so above where that's connected, that seam there. Going to go all along the bottom of that blue shirt. Now we're into where I have taken it over to the machine and I'm done a running stitch, and then I've taken the threads and pulled it in to gather it. I need to gather it a little bit to fit onto the bottom of our new shirt. Um, it's going to be sewn together at the top where it buttons because it's going to be sewn in a circle around the bottom. It won't open anymore. It will have the look of opening with the buttons, but it's not going to open anymore. So I'm going to go, now I'm showing you, I'm going to be cutting off probably, I think it ended up being about 8 inches. Yeah, I think 8 inches from the bottom. And I didn't know how many, how much I wanted to cut off before I did those shirt sleeves, but that's just kind of the steps that I take. I do it in a systematic way when I do one of these shirts. So now I have to come back and take off any extra amount that I don't want on the bottom, or if it's too short, then this is the point where I would add more. But in this case, we need to take off some just so it doesn't make it too long. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I'm just going to turn that around, and I think I'm not going to actually measure with the ruler. I'm just going to go and eyeball it and just cut across in a straight line the best that I can. That's what we're doing here. So it doesn't have to be perfect. None of my stuff is, obviously. So I'm just cutting that off. Don't think we'll be using it. So we're just going to toss that to the side. Now, this is the part where I will take the blue and white striped addition, as I will call it, that we made, and I'm going to see how much I need to actually take in. I'm going to go over and attach it and gather it more or let it out a little bit, whatever I need to do to make it fit the bottom of this shirt. Okay, I'm back from the machine. I've sewn on the bottom section of the blue and white striped shirt. Turned out cute. I did zigzag, I think, across that. And now I'm just telling you that we're going to cut off part of the plaid sleeves. I want to cut out the sleeve from the blue and white shirt, as I'm going to show you, right at the armpit hole there. I want that the way it I want that angle or that shape of that sleeve when you cut it out right from the bodice part. I want that curve. So I'm going to sew it back on backwards. So the skinny part where the wrist would go, I just don't know how to even terminology, but I'm going to have a bell sleeves. So that's what I'm just basically showing you. I'm going to do the same thing I did on my that really long maxi dress. I'm going to cut off the plaid shirt, and there it is. I didn't talk fast enough. I cut that off again and did the other one. Took them over. This time, instead of sewing the raw edges, I did flip the blue inside out, matched right sides together, and sewed it on. And I love how it ends up looking. The way that angles down, it's really cute. That's what you get when you cut it right at the right where it attaches to the shirt. So this needs to be ironed, and that's I think what I'm saying. It's wrinkled, but it'll look a lot cuter when it's ironed. I wanted to add a little accent piece just to kind of break it up. I grabbed this little denim pocket that I took off from that other coat, and I'm gonna just go and sew that on just to add something to this to kind of break it up and give it a little focal point there. And so that's what I'm talking about right now is where I want to add that little tiny pocket. So I'll be taking this over to the machine and stitching that on. I did leave it open on the top. It's like a pocket, but nobody's going to use it for a pocket. I just left it open. So yeah, I think after that, and here we are. This is when I come back and I have added on, or I'm showing you that I want to add these two flowers, the fabric flowers that I have. I picked out some that would kind of coordinate with everything and kind of tie everything together. That's what I'm explaining right now, that the blue just kind of makes your eye wander around and catch the blues from the plaid and the striped shirt, brings your eye back up to the top, and those flowers are cute. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just kind of showing you that I'm going to be adding those fabric flowers. I'm going to hand stitch them on rather than do the machine stitch this time, so that you just won't be able to see the threads at all. Normally I do with the sewing machine because I don't really care and I like the grungy look, but for this particular shirt I wanted to just do hand sewing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it over and sew those on. After that, I'm going to measure this, take some pictures and a video. Oh, I'm showing you how cute, after it was washed, showing you how cute those bell sleeves have frayed. So adorable. So if anybody's afraid of fraying, don't be. It really gives a nice, I don't know, artsy texture to the shirt. So don't be afraid of raw edges, people. They're really kind of cool looking. So I guess this is it. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to be taking some pictures, measuring this, putting it in my Etsy shop if anybody's interested. And again, I am so sorry. I apologize so much for the having to do the voiceover, but I see you on the next video.